Alright, we are back here. So, I have done this. I've not watched the whole show now. 2 seasons of it, technically. It treats as 26 episodes, but it is, yeah. They probably were. I don't know if they were shot all together or recorded all together. Probably were, but there's definitely a delineate, like a separation between season 1 and 2. Because season 2, I feel like they were trying to do a big through line throughout it. Which they kind of do, which is, to be fair, for a cartoon from the 90s, it's a little impressive. Like, TV, like, live-action TV shows, a lot of them wouldn't bother doing that. They're like, no, we've got to reset the status quo, and this is a fucking cartoon that's doing it. So, I get a bit of kudos there. What I haven't got to get kudos for is this show basically, almost none of the characters are really like them. So, it's technically a continuation from the live-action movie. You know, the one that no one likes. Well, I say that. We like it, but for all the wrong reasons. We like it because it's fucking batshit insane. Bison, I mean, to be fair, Bison's pretty accurate. It's pretty nuts, so that's Bison. Well, the bad guys are, yeah, because the bad guys are basically act the same. Guile. Yeah, he's this secret underground fighter who has a new group called the Street Fighters, which is just dumb. Give it a fucking name. Just, you know, it's called Street Fighter because they fight on the streets. That's the only reason. It's not called Street Fighter because they're a gang that calls them, a group that calls themselves Street Fighters. No, it's just because they fight on the streets. It's just so dumb. I feel like Chun-Li gets a bit of a disservice. I don't feel like... I think she might get 1 episode in this. I think Cammy gets more episodes in this than actually Chun-Li. And Chun-Li is like mentioned in the intro. As opposed to Ken and Ryu, who are not mentioned in the intro. You see them in the intro, but you don't mention the main characters of Street Fighter. I'm sorry. Ken and Ryu are the main characters. They are Street Fighter. They are the first playable characters in the original Street Fighter. They are the main characters. Guess who you see on the box art a lot of times? It's Ryu, because he is the protag. Yes, I know a lot of games like, they're always trying to put in a new protag, and it never works. They always go back to Ryu. Every protag they've tried to start. Nah. Yeah, from Alex in Street Fighter 3, Abel in 4. I forget who the main ones was in 5. Luke technically in 6, even though he's not really the main character, because the creator character's the main character, but whatever. Yeah, he is the poster child since he was the one that appeared in 5. Yeah. They're just so... Ken is so, like, whiny. Like, Ryu is kind of pretty much straight-laced. Like, they kind of made him a bit more... straight-laced. He's less... I mean, he's a bit of a blanket, like a wet blanket, just wants to go, Ken, don't do that, Ken. No, Ken, what are you doing? Ken's like, fuck you, I'm going to go over there and do what the fuck I want. That's basically most of the show. Is Ken just going, nah, I'll go do the fuck I want. There is 1 episode in this that's like weirdly accurate, even though it's, some of it's a bit silly. It's a Kuma basically taking down Goken, and he steals his key. So in this, he doesn't kill Goken, which in this era is kind of going against canon. But we'd later find out that Goken survives, so technically that's more canon. So it's like, oh, that's technically more canon. Weird. And it is like one that's pretty accurate, other than, it happening during Street Fighter 2 timeline, but fuck it, you know what? It's weirdly accurate. And for this show, strange. Blanca is, like the movie. He's Charlie, who's turned into Blanca. He goes on a bit where he goes, a little bit more beast mode. He gets, basically just means he's angsty throughout most of the second season. So that he goes beast mode. And Cammy gets brainwashed again? Or for the first time? I'm not sure. It's not quite clear if she's gone through the whole brainwashing that she had in, like, between Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter 2. Like in the Alpha series where she's wearing her, like, doll outfit. But I don't think they established that she has been, like, brainwashed. Because otherwise they'd be like, hey, you're brainwashed again. So, I mean, there's that. She does have a Delta Squad. And weirdly, there's quite a few episodes in the UK. I think they like Cammy more than Chun-Li. Like, the show just generally has more Cammy episodes. Like, I'm just gonna pull up the titles for these episodes, because I think she's mentioned at least in two of the 2-episode titles, which is kind of weird in a way. Especially since, I guess, it's Cammy and the Bachelor, which is basically where she gets brainwashed by Bison, and then there's Cammy Tell Me True, and then Cammy Must Die. There's 3 episodes she's mentioned in the title. Chun-Li, not mentioned in the title of any episode. She's called the strongest woman in the world. Pretty sure that's her. Oh yeah, and that was a weird thing. When I was watching this show, I was looking on the Wikipedia going, this is weird. Why is this? Yeah, you don't normally see a writers for a random cartoon, get Wikipedia credits, and you're like, what? It's like, you look at them and some of them are just like creators of superhero characters, like the creator of like Swamp Thing and Wolverine and this, and I'm like, what the fuck? These guys, what? These guys are doing? I mean, I guess this is indicative of like how badly comic books were doing at the time and how little they pay people. But it's just like one of those things you're like, the fuck? These people are, what the fuck? Just writing on this rinky-dink Street Fighter cartoon. Which, yes, I think everyone says the animation is terrible. There are some places it looks great. I think I've had it in a few of my thumbnails where I was like, ooh, or just the scene looks good. Not really the animation, more just like, hey, that looks pretty good. Other than that, yeah, no. It's really so bad. I think this is, it says region 1 on the back. It's not. So, yeah, I've been releasing these episodes just on my YouTube channel. There appears to be no copyright for this. Or at least I don't get copyright striked in any of my videos. Which is a little bit odd. I'll be honest. Which is why I thought, oh, I'll be safe putting this up. Because I originally saw like Matt McMuscles just had them on them and I was like, alright. I just like uploaded one episode to my YouTube channel just as a test and was like, alright, no copyright. Go nuts. And I did. Which is a rarity for me that I get to upload the entirety of a show and my commentary at the same time. Normally it's, everyone complain. I get weird complaints from people. It's like, oh, you blurred it. It's like, yeah, I did. Guess why? It's fucking copyright, mate. Stupid. So annoying. Look at that. But anyway, it's fun. It is obviously not to be taken seriously. Doesn't obey any Street Fighter canon. Like, well, to be fair, there is some bits, little bits. It is mostly Street Fighter 2 characters. There is a sprinkling of Alpha characters, and a sprinkling of Final Fight. So there is one episode called Final Fight, which basically has, Guy. It's basically the story of the original Final Fight game, but with Ken and Ryu also there. And so that's good. I think it was included in Final Fight Double Impact. So if you own that game, I think you can get on PS3 and Xbox 360. Well, I guess not Xbox 360 anymore because that store was taken down. You can still download it if you own it. Yeah. But yeah, this is a strange show. It's kind of one of those obscure ones that, yeah, people only ever really meme this show, and rightfully so. It's bad. It's bad, but it kind of falls into that bad good category that it's so cheesy and 90s and silly that it works, and I enjoy it. Yeah, I'd happily just sit down and watch this again. But yeah, the show, it's bad. Bad good. There's no so this is my physical copy. There are no extras, unfortunately. No one even talking about this. It is very much the bare minimum of just, I will put it together, here you go. I'm like, okay, thanks. But otherwise, I like it. I like it in a bad way. Obviously, most of the time I'm just thinking, why is Ken being a bitch? Why is Ken and Ryu just being like dumb? And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And other times it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Which I think it's most characters. Let me just pull up. Let's go pull up the characters for like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. So I can go through them and go, which one has? So I can have the list in front of me, so you can just go, there we go. Okay, so Ryu, yeah, he's kind of a whiny bitch to Ken. E Honda is kind of weirdly the hacker man, like in the movie. Doesn't make any sense. Blanca, again, yeah, he's Charlie who's been turned. He's angry for most of these episodes. Guile, yeah, we can't talk about Guile. Ken, yeah, Ken just does what the fuck Ken wants. He doesn't really give a shit. Chun-Li, I'll be honest, Chun-Li is mostly just there. I think she gets one episode where you see her dad like get killed, like in the movie. Yeah, like they talk about in the movie. Yeah, on a Tuesday. Zangief is pretty accurate. To be honest, he's just, I'm Zangief. I will crush you because I am Zangief. I am Russian. I am Russian and I fight bears. That is all I am. I am Zangief. Dalsim is a scientist, like in the movie. Makes no fucking sense. Balrog. I feel like Balrog appears in this, but I've forgotten about it. I'll be honest, I think he appears, but I have forgotten entirely. Vega. Yeah, Vega is in this. He's pretty accurate. He cares about his looks. He's a vain fucker. That makes sense. Sagat. He's kind of, yeah, more the criminal warlord that he is in, like, the movie, rather than how he is in the games, where he's just, like, the guy's a little bit angry that Ryu gave him a dragon punch and kicked his ass. Bison, yeah, he's evil. He's very much pretty accurate to how he is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. And then we got Cammy. Like I said, yeah, Cammy's in a lot of episodes. She gets a lot of love in this show. Beilong gets a couple of episodes. A couple of episodes on movie sets. So it's like, well, okay, we'll give Beilong. T-Hawk. He falls in love with the lady who's in a mech suit. Don't ask questions. And DJ's another one of the characters who's just kind of there. And then Akuma. Yeah, Akuma is he's the big bad of like the final episode of the first season. And then he shows up in a couple of episodes. Definitely the one with Goken, Ken, Ryu. Yeah, he's mostly just, I am evil as well. But yeah, like I said, this is one, obviously don't take it seriously. I need to track down a copy of Street Fighter 2V. That is something I need to find. And there's also like multiple dubs of that show, so I'm like, do I buy both? physical copies that I can find. It's going to be expensive. Please like and subscribe so I can buy those things. Like and subscribe. Send me all the money. Mostly so I can buy these things. Yeah, it's a silly episode. It's a silly show from the 90s. Do not expect anything to be accurate to this. It's silly, but check it out. Honestly, do check the show out because it is fun. So just it's one of those. Again, it's one of those things you just pop it on Discord and you just chat over it and shoot the shit. One of those. So yeah. For now, I'm gonna say live long and prosper. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing in this slot. For now, I have not decided. Might take me a bit to figure out what I want to do. There's a few different things I want to check out. But yeah. For now, I say farewell.